the way the universe responds is like that person coming up to you, there is some sort of shared resonance there.
Yeah.
You know? No, I can't say every single person that comes up to you, but
there's all,
there are these,
Hey, shouting what up?
Exactly, which have been interesting. But it tends to be, there is a vibrational alignment. The thing is, we're so obsessed with they have to look a certain way because of the dating apps. And beyond that, I feel we're in an Amazon culture. I want it my way, the color that I want, shipped overnight. No, same day delivery.
Same day, yeah, actually.
And bring it to me right now at the lowest cost possible. Yeah. And so we're
to my door, and don't knock and don't bother me. Do all the work.
Exactly.
For me.
Don't exist. In fact, bring one of those little machines so I don't have to like have a little conversation. That's the level that we're at. I want my Uber Eats, put the priority shipping so it comes even, it's like we're so used to having it our way, our time, our whatever. So we think that a relationship is that way. These dating apps make it seem like, oh, what height would you like? What ethnicity? I'm surprised they don't even have income things. I'm actually surprised that they haven't done that yet,
we'll just...
But there are certain apps that are supposed to be for higher income or whatever. But so, and then all we're doing is we're just looking at their pictures. Yeah. That's it. You're not feeling their energy and nothing to it. So it's literally just, are you my type and are you good looking enough for me? Then it's extremely unnatural because you're face to face with this person. You think I'm hot. I think you're hot. Now we're supposed to talk.
Yeah.
Women are like, I want him to approach me first. Men are like, a lot of the girls on here are catfish or they're these OnlyFans bots. They're not even real girls. So I'm going to wait for her to message me first. Yeah. So a lot of them don't even end up talking, especially on these apps like Raya, no one talks. Then let's say they do talk. I would say 90% of the conversations fizzle out. Hey, what are you up to this week? Oh, I'm just working. How about you? Oh, I'm just doing this. You feel nothing.
Well, it's all built on dopamine because when you're looking and searching, you see someone that triggers your reticular activating system of what you think you want and need and will feel safe with and a lot more alive with. Dopamine, swipe. Right? Or reticular activating system, nope, swipe. So that triggers these, again, hormones.
Yeah, it's like gambling.
Yeah, it's like gambling.
Yeah.
So, but then it's not built on if you're sitting in an airport, again, and someone walks by and you see them walk by and they're sitting to your left. And you're like, oh, okay, notice them. Mm-hmm. And then they notice you noticing them. And then it happens to be that sitting on the plane, you're one row apart. And there's a complete empty row in front of you. And so you have the ability to see all those details, put it together, and shift your seat and say, and make that contact. And
those things are actually creating the turn on.
Turn on serotonin. It's the hormones that are present are completely different. Of course there's a dopamine, but it's not strictly dopamine. You're not looking at your phone, have a spike, attraction, not attraction, right? And this is where I think a lot of people will be really frustrated because they'll just keep seeing the same thing that they don't want to see. So they build frustration versus waiting for that moment of alignment. And again, I've met someone that I dated and had a semi-successful relationship with that did not work, but we met on an app. And I was shocked. I was completely shocked. This is quite a few years ago. So yeah, I know by experience you can meet amazing partners on there. And yeah, so there's nothing to diminish that. But there is something to the rawness, the realness of being able to feel in your body, how do I feel next to this person, physically present in your body. And yes, you can feel through the app and you can tap into the quantum field and you can feel them beyond that experience. And yes, but not everyone has that attunement or skill.
I'm Reiki connecting.
Yes, people. Exactly.
The thing is, it's like, even as intuitive as I am, it's like sometimes the person presents themselves on an app a totally different way than how they are because we're all marketing.
Well, then you're
ourselves.
Just not Reikiing enough.
I know. I'm tapping a little more. No, I've deleted all the apps. I'm done permanently. Yeah. Goodbye. But what I noticed with the apps, because I was on the apps for like a year and I had not had one successful thing come out of there. And anyone that I even dated, I met them in person. And I was like, why? Because easy come, easy go. There's something around, like we just met on an app that I feel, at least in my experience, has made the man not really value the relationship that much. Because think about it, he's on that app all the time, He's not just talking to you and he's not
Amazon.
Just dating you. Exactly. And there's no shared interest necessarily or community that's like keeping you together that you're going to see. You might have an interest, but it's like, and it's often like they live on one side of the town, you live on another side of town. So there's a lot of commitment to come see each other. And then there may be something that shows up. So I find a lot of these interactions end up with, well, first of all, 30% of online dating interactions end up with ghosting. Mm-hmm. So straight up, someone just not responding, like fawning, like, or freeze response, which is so harmful for you. Like at first when I got on these apps, when I was first single, I was like, oh, wow, I'm talking to someone. This is so exciting. Like in my mind, of course we're going to meet. We're talking.
Yeah.
And then I remember the first time I got unmatched in the middle of the conversation, I was like, I was devastated for like 3 days. I was like, why did they unmatch me?
Oh my God, I see it so good. Like little lover girl. Like,
yeah, I was like, what? I was like thinking, like, did I say something?
What did I do? Yeah, first question. What did I do? It must be me. Yeah.
Yeah, it was some like male nurse, which is like I probably would have never dated in real life. But I was just like, no shade. It's just not my thing. Yeah. But I don't know, like who knows? Like, but when that kept happening of like, and it wouldn't necessarily be ghosting, but like you would talk and it would fizzle out, or it would even get to a point that you text, but then they never make a plan, or you know, you get on a FaceTime. It's like this happens so many times that you can't even be a lover girl. Because then you get your hopes up and down, up, down, up, down. Then eventually I had to be like, I can't start feeling feelings for someone I've never met, you know? Now, like, honestly, the dating advice that I've received that I still can't practice because I'm too much of a lover girl still is don't even have feelings for them until the third date.